Now, in terms of the healthy habits, putting it together, because remember that behavior is really what drives health and wellness here, lifestyle. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but applying that knowledge is key to health and wellness. And the first healthy habit I have here is frequency. So eating every 3 to 4 hours. Small frequent meals decreases your chance of binging at any one meal, and this has a lot of positive consequences. Eating the vegetables or the powerfully green, and then the naturally lean protein. And number 4 is exercise. And just a note on exercise, having a good diet without exercise is, I like to say, is like dancing without music. So if you're talking about health and wellness, then diet and exercise are really two sides of the same coin, and that's the way it should be approached. Resistance exercise here, for instance, is an example of that is weight training. An example of endurance exercise is treadmill, jogging, or power walking. And to start off, something like 2 to 3 days a week for about half an hour is a good start. Fortunately, exercise with regards to health and wellness is a talk on its own. The fifth healthy habit here is eating some low glycemic carb sources at careful portions. And I mention careful because things like oats, yams, brown rice, pasta, they have moderate glycemic index attached to them. The problem is eating too much of it will still make you fat. But it's all about portion control. Because remember, glycemic index is just a measure that tells us how fast your blood sugar goes up after eating. The ones I listed here are moderately glycemic and can be eaten at controlled portions throughout the day. And the portion sizes generally to start is the size of your fist or the size of a mouse. Now, fruits are also great sources of fiber and antioxidants, especially ones with dark color in berries. Antioxidants, as you probably know already, are an important source of counteracting chemicals against the free radicals. So they are the natural detoxifiers, if you will, that we have today available. Natural sugars from fruits are okay as long as at the end of the day, any sugar that you take in, whether it's from fruits or cake, is counterbalanced by high fiber carbs. So remember the ratio here. You need to get to as close to 3 to 1 as humanly possible. So for every 3 grams of sugar or starch that you take in, it should be balanced by about 1 gram of fibrous carbs, your green veggies, for instance. So if need be, supplementing your diet with water-soluble fibers or carbohydrates such as FiberSure, Benefiber is actually a very good idea. Just keep in mind that you need to increase your fiber slowly if you're not used to it. Otherwise, the big side effect is gas, unfortunately. Going on with the healthy habits, number 7, plan ahead and prepare meals and feedings in advance. Eat unprocessed whole foods whenever possible. So number 8 is very important, read labels. So avoid trans fats. If you smell high fructose corn syrup, just leave it alone. And number 9, use wide nutritional variety of clean foods as described, and some just baseline numbers: naturally lean, fatty cleans, or fatty clean, that is about 20-30% of your total calories, or 25 to 35% of your daily calories when it comes to fats. So these are just ballpark figures. They're not, set in stone. And finally, number 10, just to keep your sanity, allow for 1 to 4 free meals per week. And we call this the 90% rule, because being dogmatic is honestly a very tough thing to follow when it comes to diets, and we know how badly diets fail time and time again. And as an added bonus, the last habit is to pay attention to pre and post workout nutrition. So there's a whole talk just on how to optimize your nutrition around your workout if you in fact work out consistently. I say here, reserve other carbs for breakfast and immediately post workouts. The other carbs, if you will, are the starches and the natural sugar sources that we talked about. These should be eaten around your workout to make sure you recover from your workouts effectively. You minimize soreness and help you make consistent gains as you become more involved with exercise. And as I mentioned before, this is a whole talk on its own. The references: Nutrition by the Numbers by Christopher Ramsden, MD, and The Alpha Male Challenge is also a new book out, and I have gotten a lot of great information, basic information from that book. And it's important to note that I don't have any financial incentives whatsoever to promote these books. I just wholly believe that they are excellent books to read if you want to get into the basics of nutrition, health, and wellness.